She was laughing.
Welcome back to Slushie Review. This is Keith.
And this is Chris. I was going to do something else there, but I didn't do it.
It's okay. I mean, you could have. We have no rules around here.
I know.
The only rule we have is don't talk about the rules.
I was going to do a Kermit the Frog voice because we were just talking about the Muppets earlier, and then I decided not to.
That was probably a good choice. I don't know. Do you do a good Kermit the Frog?
You tell me. Kermit the Frog here.
Ooh.
Co-host of Slushie Review.
Copyrighted. I love it.
No, that I'm good.
No. Keep it up. Keep it up. Do it.
For the whole episode?
Could you do it?
I don't know.
Don't hurt yourself. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
That was actually really good.
I'm going to cough up some blood later for doing that.
Worth it for me.
Yeah, always.
For me, at least.
Always.
I mean, a little pain has never hurt me. For you.
Yeah, someone else's pain never hurts me.
Absolutely not.
Some cases. Makes me feel good.
Oh. Yes. What was his name? What was his name?
Eddie Brock?
Eddie Brock.
Or, what's his actual name? Topher Grace?
Slim McGee. Old. Non-muscled Eddie Brock.
Eric Foreman.
Speaking of Eric Foreman, the dad.
Red Foreman.
Red.
Mm-hmm.
He's a villain in RoboCop.
Yeah.
Loved it. I knew that. My dad loved RoboCop, so I watched all the RoboCop. I've seen every single RoboCop except for the new one. But I might watch it because I want to watch the new RoboCop and I want to watch the new Dread. And by new, I mean they came out in 2013. I just haven't seen either of them.
Carl Urban.
Yeah, I want to see the Carl Urban Dread because he wants to make another one, but they don't want to. He wants to do it again, and I'm like, well, let me be a judge of that, Carl. Let me be the judge of that. If he doesn't say destroy in this movie, I'm out.
RoboCop? Or Dread?
Dread. He's not in RoboCop, I don't think. The guy who plays RoboCop is the captain dude off of Suicide Squad. Captain Flannery.
Rick Flag?
Yeah, that guy. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Yeah, that guy. He's the RoboCop guy. Yeah.
Huh.
He looks like the original RoboCop. I can see it. He looks like a fucking nerd.
Isn't the original RoboCop like missing half his fucking head anyway?
Well, no. So it's funny because in the RoboCop, they shoot him like a million times, right?
Yeah.
These are bad guys though. Now it's the cops. But anyway, so they shoot him.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I love it.
I was thinking of someone with like a RoboCop back the blue flag. That'd be fucking stupid and funny to me at the same time.
They don't know what they're doing anymore. They already got the Punisher changing labels and shit. But anyway, so they shoot him like literally. It's a whole scene because they did it in Family Guy, and I love it. But it's literally just like a 5-minute scene where they're just like, ah, like Red Foreman's just like, ah. And like they shoot like half his, like literally like a seatbelt. They shoot like all that off, and so like the only thing that's alive is like from the middle of his chest to like the top of his head. His back half of his head is gone.
Yeah,
like everything is just all fucked up. But his face is intact though. Like his whole entire face isn't. They didn't hit his face once.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like when he is RoboCop, doesn't he have like that visor thing? Like, from like where the bottom of his nose would be, just to like the rest of his fucking head.
Yep. All you see is
it's
his
just
lips.
yeah. He's Cyclops,
basically.
Yeah,
but better.
That's the part that I meant. Not it was just like once he's in costume.
That's fair.
Once he's all dressed up, it could be
fair.
anybody under there.
I mean, it could be. It could be anybody.
It could be Rey Mysterio Jr. under there.
I'm about to say. not too
Lord
many.
knows he's a mask wearer.
Glasses wearer, cholera survivors. I mean, let's talk about this movie. We are doing Deadpool 2. 5 minutes into it. Deadpool 2, everybody.
Speaking of mask wearers,
Deadpool
2.
He does have a mask full of cocaine. Cocaine.
Not the cure for blindness.
Nope. Yeah, Deadpool 2. We did Deadpool 1 last week. Deadpool 2. And ironically, of all the days that we decided to do Deadpool 2, there was an announcement, a major announcement as we taped this. Hours ago. Though. Breaking news. There's going to be Deadpool 3.
Stop the presses.
Claude the presses. I got nothing. I'm tired. Wolverine's back. Him. It's not even that I'm tired of him, but I am. But I'm not. I don't really care. I'm excited for him. Cool, great. I just didn't want to know. That was my whole big thing.
Fair.
Not knowing, ignorance is bliss.
Yes. Well, you didn't want to know about the movie at all, or you didn't want to know like that Wolverine was going to be in it.
Doesn't matter.
Fair.
It's 2022. The movie doesn't come out until 2024, and it's like September 2024.
They set a date.
They said the actual date.
I think it's like September the 6th or something. Yeah, they set a date.
The actual date.
If that date changes, people are going to be really upset.
I hope it changes. I hope it fucking changes every fucking hour of the day. Because fuck those people. Because that's the reason. These are the same people. Reason why we got a fucking date. 2 years from now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget about it next week.
Good.
No, because I remember at the inopportune time. I'm like, man, Deadpool coming out soon, and it's still gonna be 2022. That's what's gonna fucking happen. I'm like, God damn.
That's fair, yeah, because at least like at some point next year, like this many days until Deadpool 3, and I'm like, why?
Yeah. And then not only that,
why are you doing that?
Did you see the second video?
Yes.
They did. It was funny.
Yes.
I laughed. I'm annoyed. Why are we doing so much press right now?
Yeah.
Why are we doing so much?
For a movie that's coming out in 2 years.
2 years. If I see a trailer this year, I'm not watching.
See, I wonder though. That makes me wonder, like, how much this movie is already made, if any. There has to be something already done.
The guy I follow on TikTok, he had a post from July where he kind of like guess where it was going to be at, because he thinks that it's going to be between the two Avengers movies, because he says, he's like, remember this was his theory, at the end of Deadpool 2 where he time travels, he's like, that's how you're going to reset the MCU and get all the mutants and everybody into the, and he said some other stuff too, and I was just like, yeah, I guess, I mean, that makes sense. Is it because apparently Kang Dynasty is, his whole thing is he's trying to conquer all the timelines. So that's when Deadpool comes in, and I'm like, well, that'd be cool. Also, I don't care. I just want to see it. Just give me, because we already know it's Secret Wars. Just give me everything. Just give it all to me. Either way. Today we are drinking strawberry lemonade slushies. Way better than last week. Last week was terrible.
Oh,
I still drink it, but they were terrible.
Same. Blue raspberry lemonade.
Yeah, it was still blue raspberry. It was watered down blue. It was blue water raspberry lemonade. But whatever. Shit happens.
Hey, nobody bats 1,000. Even 7-Eleven fucks it up sometimes.
I'm saying. I mean, yeah. Either way.
Sometimes they go in there, they're not even ready. They're just swirling it around for nothing.
Honestly, besides like missing certain flavors, we never really had an issue with the actual slushies.
No.
It's the cups and the straws and the tops.
And the no napkins.
We have the accessories are the issue with the slushies.
There's always that terrifying looking towel in there that I wouldn't wipe off my fucking car's hubcaps with that towel.
I had to crack a towel the other day. You've seen Bridesmaids, huh?
Yes, I have now.
I have sons. I had to crack a towel the other day. I think she's hilarious. Disgusting. I don't know what else she's on, but she's funny as shit.
Who even said that? Who?
The one blonde chick who was getting drunk with Aaron the whole time. Her and Aaron were about to just like make out. I think they did actually make out, because it was Kristen Wiig, it was the other girl, Maya Rudolph. Melissa McCarthy,
Mm-hmm.
and then Aaron from The Office,
Mm-hmm.
and then the blonde chick who had I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know her name
Memory
because she's
is failing me now. Is it Kate McKinnon? Was she in the
No.
Ghostbusters? Okay.
That's the thing. I don't know if she's on SNL or what. I just know she's always like a background, like some in funny movies though, like in those kind of movies. But she's always like, whoever she is, not important. But she's hilarious though. That's all I do know.
There's got to be a way we can find out.
Yeah, she wasn't important enough for me to look it up. To be fair, I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. Oh my God, I can't wait. I've been up since 7 o'clock.
Oh, is it Wendy McClendon Covey? She was in Reno 911.
I'm gonna say yes because I have no idea who this lady is. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Just looking on that picture. I like that. That was a good picture.
I mean,
That was a good picture.
if I had a picture that I look good in, I would use it for everything.
Every day.
If I had a picture that I look good in, I would use it for everything.
On picture.
Emphasis on if.
Why do you think all my Facebook photos are always me in a football uniform? I don't want people to see this old mug. See my body when I was in shape, but not my mug. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm a pretty motherfucker.
There it is. There it is.
I don't know. Sometimes I have great. You know, it's funny. I talk to my. Let's just get back to this fucking movie. We'll be right back. We're word from our sponsors. All right, bye. Thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you follow us at Slushie Review on Twitter at Slushie Review. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search Slushie Review. We pop up. We're the first result. And then check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, coming soon, Instagram. Follow us on IG.
The gram.
At Slushie Review Podcast.
Yes.
We just started it. Need some followers. Need some likes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Slushie Review. We are gonna do the cast with young Christ officer.
Okay. All right. First up, we got returning Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson / Deadpool, also as the voice of the Juggernaut.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bitch.
Me?
No. Juggernaut, bitch. Josh Brolin, Thanos, as Cable from the future. Marina.
Do you like those movies?
What?
Austin Powers.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think I did.
Is that the voice you were doing?
Not really.
It was it?
No.
It sounded just like that.
Just say it weird.
Future.
Future. Laser. Marina Baccarin as Vanessa. Julian Dennison as Fire Fist. Also Russell as his actual name. Zazie Beetz as Domino. TJ Miller, not Wilson,
Back again
as Weasel. Leslie Uggams back again as Blind Al. Karan Soni back again as Dopinder the Cabbie. Brianna Hildebrand back again as Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Jack Casey as Black Tom Cassidy, you racist. Eddie Marsan as the headmaster. Did you recognize him at all?
He looks familiar, but I don't know what he is.
He was in World's End.
Oh yeah.
He was the one who
got
replaced, and he had went back to his family at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
What else has he been in?
He was in. I mean, I'm on here right now.
Yeah, because he always looks familiar to me. But
I mostly know him from that.
Okay.
I guess he's in Ray Donovan, the movie.
I've never seen that.
Don't watch it. That's the main thing I know him from.
Yeah, that's okay. He's just always looking familiar.
Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
I've seen it once. Don't remember it.
That might be it though. Next up, we have Shioli Kutsuna as Yukio.
Hey, Yukio. Hi, Wade.
Stefan Kapisik as as the voice of Colossus. Randall Reeder as Buck. He had a line, so it counts. You're not important. You're not important. Rob Delaney as Peter, who apparently was also the boss man in the Tom and Jerry movie. He was the boss man at the hotel.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of things. I love that
I
guy.
knew he looked super familiar, and I couldn't place him.
He's so funny. He's been in so many different things. He's hilarious to me. He always plays a straight man. He's so funny. I don't know why.
Next up, we have... Where'd he go? Louis Tan as Shatterstar, a.k.a. Cole McGrath from Mortal Kombat 2021.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård as Zeitgeist.
That's who that was?
Yeah, he's the evil clown. Pennywise, I guess.
Oh, that's who he is?
I guess, yeah.
I thought that was somebody else.
Terry Crews as Bedlam. Everybody knows and loves Terry Crews.
Ooh. Terry Crews is an idiot.
Brad Pitt as the Vanisher.
Hilarious.
Star of Bullet Train. We love him.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I don't even know. I don't know if I love Brad Pitt, but I did like him a lot in that movie.
I can't say I've seen a movie of Brad Pitt that I didn't like.
I didn't care that much for World War Z, but it wasn't his fault.
Love that movie.
The movie wasn't his fault.
Yeah, you told me it was a book, right?
Yeah. It's based on a book, and it is significantly different from the book. So
there's no zombies in the book. I don't know.
No, there's no running zombies in the book.
Was there not?
No, they're just like regular zombies.
Boo. Sounds like a boring book.
I enjoy it quite a bit.
No, I'm sure you do, but it's a boring book.
A boring man enjoys the boring book.
No, you're fine.
Robert Maylett Kurgan. If you're a WWF circa like if you're a WWF fan in the like late 90s, early 2000s, he was in the Oddities. Yep. Alan Tudyk as Redneck Number 1, Luke. He's been in like a million things.
Alan Tudyk?
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Steve the Pirate.
Dodgeball. I just watched that recently. It's
Love it.
So good.
And then Redneck Number 2, Matt Damon.
That's what, because it's funny because we've talked about this scene before.
I feel like we have, and I do not remember it until we saw it, and I still didn't remember it.
You were like, no. I was like, what are you doing? What are you watching? Because
Deadpool 2.
Here's the thing: Matt Damon does not look like Matt Damon.
Yeah,
Alan Tudyk looks like Alan Tudyk as a pirate, as a robot.
I'm just used to him dressed as a pirate.
He looks the same. He looks the exact same. It's his face. He went to Juilliard. I mean,
Peter.
I loved it. I love that.
Am I going to share all this buried treasure with?
Peter.
Love it.
Hilarious.
You don't matter. You don't matter.
Nice.
Who played the prison guard? Oh, it doesn't matter who played the prison guard.
Nice.
Because there's some way cooler people happening here.
Is there?
I mean, cameos at least. We've got...
Oh, from First Class?
Yeah, we got some people.
Patrick Xavier.
Apparently Fred Savage is in this movie. Okay.
Did he have a mole?
No, he did not. Where are we? We're getting there. No. Okay. Nicholas Hoult as Beast. Yep. James McAvoy as Professor Charles Xavier. Evan Peters as Quicksilver. Ty Sheridan as Cyclops. Alexandra Shipp as Storm. And Cody Smith-McPhee as Nightcrawler. All in a please rewind it so I can write down who all I saw or you'll miss it cameo.
Facts.
And that is everyone important because the man himself did not appear in the movie.
He did not.
But we still saw him.
We did.
So that is it for the cast. I'm going to throw it over to Keith for the plot of Deadpool 2.
Is it really a plot?
Is there?
No, not really.
I mean, there is.
Yeah, Deadpool 2. His girlfriend dies. I don't remember her name. What was her name?
Vanessa.
Oh, yeah, he calls her Ness. Vanessa dies. She gets shot somewhere. And...
in the body. Shot her right in the apartment.
Yeah, they did. Anyway, so she gets shot. She dies in the first 10 minutes, and Wade Wilson, Ryan Reynolds, is trying to get back to her because he wants to die, but he can't because that's his superpower. He gets introduced to. He gets forced to become an X-Men trainee, which was hilarious, and he gets introduced to Fire Fist. And I mean, that's just as bad as Taserface. But
he was a child at least.
Who? Taserface?
No, Fire Fist.
Oh, yeah. Was he though? I guess he was.
Yeah.
So, gets introduced to Fire Fist. They end up go to jail because Fire Fist is lashing out because he's getting abused by the mutant home that he's in. Because the founder doesn't like mutants, and Ryan Reynolds or Wade Wilson Deadpool goes and kill him. So they end up going to jail. And in the meantime, a guy named Cable travels through time to come back and kill Fire Fist because once he starts killing in this timeline or in the present, he ends up killing Cable's family in the future. So he has to come back and kill Fire Fist before that happens. A lot of cameos, a lot of fourth wall breaks, a lot of funny stuff. Mm-hmm. X-Force shows up. Spoiler alert. First Class shows up. Spoiler alert. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and Juggernaut shows up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a plot. Let's get to some likes, Chris.
Let's do it.
Let you go first.
Okay. I just wrote a bunch of shit down before the movie started, so I could just watch the movie. First up, Deadpool.
Facts.
He fucking rolls around in Charles Xavier's chair when he gets to the X-Mansion.
So funny.
Fucking hilarious.
So fucking funny.
He wears Cerebro.
Hilarious.
Also hilarious, yeah. This is the main line that I remember for this movie when Black Tom Cassidy introduces himself. Black Tom Cassidy, White Wade Wilson, nice to meet ya. Hilarious.
The best part, though, it's a good part. He goes, "What's your superpower?" Cultural appropriation.
Yes,
because he has dreads.
He does have dreads. Yes.
Hilarious.
I just killed Black Tom Cassidy, you racist.
You racist.
And my wish for you is that you will judge people by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin.
Stupid.
This movie, Deadpool, was fucking hilarious all throughout this one.
Same.
His action scenes were good also, like good and hilarious at the same time. When he was doing the thing that everybody with two swords has done in every fucking movie, just blocked gunfire.
He did it.
He didn't. He was taking all those fucking shots, and it was hilarious.
No, he did do it.
He blocked one bullet.
He did it.
And then he just got shot the fuck up, and I thought it was hilarious.
He did it before. Wolverine's origin.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the good movie, this one.
I'm just saying, that's the reason why he did it again. Because remember Wolverine's origin, that's what he does at the end. He slices the one bullet and then goes and kills two people. Like he does in this movie. He slices the bullet and then it's just like whatever. And then he goes and blocks them. It's just like Wolverine's origin. Except for he didn't block any of them. That's why it was so funny.
But how are you gonna block anything with swords coming out of your fucking arms?
Us? No. This was before that. Before he changed into. This is when he had a mouth.
Oh, right at the very beginning.
Yeah, when they were in like South Africa or whatever. Yeah, because he was like, everybody's dead. You can come out now.
Yeah.
He's like, if it wasn't for that mouth, you'd make a great soldier.
Just like Blade 3.
He was great. He was the best part of that movie. Him and Remy LeBeau.
In Blade 3?
Same. Motherfuckers ice skating uphill. I'll tell you what. Wesley Snipes better have a cameo in Blade.
I'd be a little surprised if he didn't. I mean, obviously he's not playing the man.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
But I think they definitely should throw him in there.
They better. He's good now. He paid his taxes.
I mean,
he's all paid up with the government. Let him go. He's a peacock. Gotta let him fly.
They don't. Do they?
I don't want any scrubs, Chris.
I don't get the reference. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Come on. I might watch that movie again.
But yeah, Deadpool himself I thought was hilarious. This movie, I found him even funnier than the first one.
I agree.
I just did.
Agreed.
Like, I think some of the action scenes with him in the first one might have been a little better.
I agree with that too.
But he was definitely funnier in this one.
Definitely funnier, definitely wittier.
Yeah.
I was going to say that when you were finished, but yeah, his action scenes were a lot better in the first one. He did more. This one wasn't really about him.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Because he didn't really get to do as much, especially fighting.
Yeah.
He did a couple times with Cable. Then that was about it.
Yeah, because they had to show off Cable. They had to show off Domino. They had to show off Colossus had to get his moment. They had to show the Juggernaut doing shit. They had to show the kid doing some stuff. You just had to see a lot of other things. So I understand, but he was still hilarious throughout the whole movie.
Facts. My first like was the Logan figurine at the very beginning. Hilarious.
Because we all know how Keith felt about that movie.
I just didn't like it, man.
Fair enough.
Just wasn't great. It was okay, but it wasn't the best movie I've ever seen. Honestly, if I had to pick, I'd watch Origins over in a heartbeat over Logan.
I would not.
In a heartbeat. Give me some Remy LeBeau, get some a little saber-tooth old witch lady. Love it.
Give me a little Wolverine just going ape shit on that fire escape.
Bruh.
No, thank you.
I love it. I did like Logan enough, but I mean, Origins is just top tier. It has Ryan Reynolds in it. The Deadpool.
It does.
They say Deadpool in the movie.
They do.
I thoroughly enjoyed it when he came out.
I mean, if that's the bar for enjoyment, they said Logan and Logan like a million times.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart said fuck in that movie.
Yes, he did.
It was a good time. That was the best part of that movie. Patrick Stewart, the little girl, the albino dude,
Caliban.
He was hilarious. She was a beast. That's about it.
Charles was great.
Charles, I said Charles, but yeah, Charles was great. Charles was amazing. He was funny.
He was sad.
He was sad, but he was mostly funny.
Yeah.
He cracked me up most of the time. I was like, this guy. Then he died.
Again.
R.I.P. to the guy.
Again. It's like 3 times.
Same. You watch Boondocks, right?
I have, yes.
Yeah. Every time anyone says again, I always think about the Boondocks when it's like, Thugnificent is in the hospital. He got shot again. And they all go, again? And then the TV goes, again.
Thugnificent, he was a dude with like the huge, like afro buns on his head.
No. Thugnificent was the fake gangster. He didn't really I think he was gay, and he was in the hospital. Riley loved him, and Riley was like, "Oh, gay, shoot him." He's like, "I don't know how to wear a gun," and he like threw the gun at Riley, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "It's all for show. I'm not no real gangster." But yeah, it's a whole thing. It's too much.
That's a show I haven't seen in a long time.
Mini Cookie. It is a great show.
I have not seen that show in Mini Cookies. Isn't if I remember right, wasn't Charlie Murphy and Samuel L. Jackson, weren't they characters on there?
The two white dudes.
Yeah.
The two white dudes.
It was
the
like
two white
Ed,
dudes
like
from
Ed Jr.
Iraq. Yeah.
It was like Ed Jr. and his friend.
I can't think of his name. Yeah. Ed Once-er the third.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fucking Ed
What?
Asner.
You say what to me for? What? They speak English and what?
Mm-hmm.
English, motherfucker. I love that show. It's a great time.
I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah, it's a good time. Either way, that was Logan figurine. Was my like.
Nice.
Your next one.
Next. Well. Excuse me. Not the next one I wrote, but I'm going to put Colossus / Shiny Jesus. Hilarious. Colossus was good in the first one. Like, good straight man character. Good in this one. Same deal. Giving Deadpool the chance to join the team. Gives him his little X-Men jersey, which I would wear that.
It was a good jersey.
I would wear that fucking X-Men jersey.
It's a good jersey.
Yes. Even if it said trainee on the back, I would wear it because it's fucking X-Men. It's cool.
And it's yellow.
Yeah, I like yellow. I'm wearing some now.
There you go.
Case in point. Yeah, Colossus was sweet. He got another fight where he got his ass beat again.
Yeah.
Because he got his ass beat by Gina Carano in the first one. And his ass beat by Juggernaut in this one.
Who'd win that fight? Juggernaut?
Probably.
Because he's unstoppable, right?
Yeah, like once he gets... Because he didn't really use his powers that much in this movie. It was more just like big and beating the shit out of people. Because, like, yeah, that's his deal. Like, if he gets momentum going, you cannot stop him.
Facts.
I mean, Colossus is strong, but he's not immovable.
Fair.
The Blob is near immovable, or so he claims in the X-Men arcade game, but then you knock him on his ass like every second.
You know what other movie he was in?
Who? Colossus?
No.
Juggernaut?
No. The Blob.
Who?
Wolverine's Origins.
Yes, he was. He was one of the better parts of that movie for me.
Fair.
And then there were some other things that happened in that movie that
Also, Will.i.am was in it.
were not as good. Yes, he was. And he teleported into getting his spine grabbed.
It's always a good time on the weekend, you know?
On the weekend! All right.
I think that's a different guy. That's, hey, y'all.
No, yeah, that's...
Andre 3000.
Sing. Weren't they in the group together, though?
No, Will.i.am is the Black Eyed Peas with the white girl. I can't think of her name right now.
What group was I thinking of?
That's Outkast.
Ah.
Yeah. Damn it.
I'm not known for my knowledge of the musical avenues.
That's fair. But
We could also edit that out.
I do that. Sounds like a lot of work.
Fair. I'm also not the one who does the editing,
No,
so
it's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but
there it is. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna forget. Yeah.
I'll forget until I listen to this episode. I'm like, God, I'm a
gotta-
horse's ass.
I had to start doing. The episodes again at some point.
Nah,
Same. Just do them. Never.
it's just for us.
Never. Don't even record. Just stop the thing.
Let's go on.
Let's see. My next like.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It was funnier. It was funny. And here's the thing, and I'm gonna put these two together. It was funnier, and I wrote that at the same time I wrote James Bond intro. It was just that James Bond intro was just dumb. stupid. It looked just like GoldenEye. He's an idiot. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, whoever fucking made this movie, they're just fucking stupid. And I love it.
See, I didn't know that was supposed to be a James Bond thing.
Yeah, with all the guns and the little, like the bullseyes and all that. Yeah, that was definitely a James Bond thing. Yeah. They always do the in every James Bond movie, there's always one song that's like the main theme of the song. And for GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan, which was amazing, it was Tina Turner's song GoldenEye. And it was an amazing song. But it's literally, they play the entire song, and on every James Bond movie, they play that, not GoldenEye, but they play the main song for that movie throughout that whole entire intro. And it's just him as a silhouette, he's shooting a gun, or he does a little, and then,
shoots the camera and the blood comes down.
Yeah, all of it. So, yep. So it's supposed to, at least I think it's supposed to be James Bond. Looks James Bondsy to me. So.
Nice.
But yeah, so those are mine.
Okay. My next one was Cable.
I wrote that.
I liked him. I liked Thanos as Cable.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. It's almost like he's an actor or something that can play a couple different characters.
Pretty good actor.
Going for the Oscar this year.
I mean, I give it to him. I mean, he did well as Thanos. He did well as this.
Yeah.
Honestly, he can't really lose at this point. Did you know that he was in rehab at one point?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that somewhere, but yeah, I don't know why I brought that up. But
Infinity Stones.
Gotta get those rocks.
Daddy's gotta get his rocks off.
What are you here for? A 16-year-old girl?
My daughter. Your daughter?
Maybe.
God. Terrible. Terrible.
Good and terrible.
Yeah, good and terrible. But no, I like Cable. I liked his big fucking future guns. His normal, not future guns were not as cool, but that big fucking future gun was sweet. That like little handheld grenade launcher was sweet. His little like laser shield was cool.
Yep.
His Winter Soldier arm that they talk about but don't mention what it's from.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it's a felony. No, yeah, it's a good time.
It's a...
I was just thinking of The Office. Sorry. I'm tired, so I'll just quote shit that I remember.
Yeah, he has a techno-organic virus that takes over his body, and he's like half metal.
Oh, in the comics?
Yeah.
Okay. I was still thinking about The Office. I was like, what happened? I didn't see that episode.
Yeah, it's the one they don't show because Michael pretends to hang himself at the beginning.
I can't.
Which apparently is a thing.
No, I've heard, but...
I swear that's the Halloween episode where Jim dresses up as Facebook.
Yeah, no, it is a Halloween episode.
Because that one's not on Peacock.
That episode?
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't on Netflix either. But they would show like the flashback to him dressed as Facebook or something in a later episode or something. Like there was always like a flashback to that episode, like a brief one in another one, and probably the clip show episode. But they never show that episode.
Well, I don't think it's a full episode. So I know it because I've seen the scene, and it is Michael comes out. He's in the warehouse. And the kids come in to trick or treat, and he just drops down, or he's already hanging there, or whatever. And he's like, "What? Like, you fucking idiot!" I've seen that scene, and I don't know how I've seen it, but I've seen it, and I know what you're talking about.
I feel like I probably saw it air back in, like I was watching The Office week to week. But I remember at least the part where Jim's like, "Yeah, I'm the incredibly popular social networking site, Bookface."
Same.
Because it just has a book written across his face, and Dwight calls him Bookface.
I've never seen it on TV. I only saw that on the internet.
I don't know where else I would have seen it because I'm not a person who like looks up an episode of a show online, like on YouTube or something to watch it. So I had to have seen it on network TV or maybe Comedy Central or something at some point. I don't know, but it's not on Peacock, and it wasn't on Netflix to my knowledge.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Someone has a case of definitely not.
Yeah, someone brought that up to me the other day, and I was like, huh, you're right. Also, I think I remember it.
Same.
Yeah. But, yeah, Cable. I liked him.
Same. My next one?
Yes.
Blind Owl. I forgot.
Every time.
I forgot. Same. I forgot her name was Blind Owl. She didn't have as many lines as she did last episode or last movie, but she was so funny as shit.
Mm-hmm.
She was so fucking funny.
I almost shot you. Yeah, right in the wall.
Right in the wall. During the credits, it says cinematography by Blind Owl, and I thought they were just like saying like, "Hey, this person's name is Owl,"
and they're blind.
Yeah, like making fun of like, "Oh yeah, of course, a blind person did it. That's why it's terrible." Whatever. He's tongue in cheek, right? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden the caption comes and says Blind Owl, and I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious." But yeah, that was my like.
And he had the cure for blindness. And the floorboards, which you mentioned in the first one. Call back. Next up, I wrote Domino. Because she was great. She was a fucking beast. You couldn't stop her.
Facts.
Her powers that were didn't sound very cinematic and don't know how you could film it. And she didn't shoot luck beams out of her eyes as everything happened around her that was just like in her favor. Was great. And she was also in Bullet Train, which was awesome.
Facts.
Yeah, I liked her. And I liked that people were upset.
Yeah, no, I heard. I didn't give a shit because I didn't know who she was.
Same. I did give a shit because it's stupid that they were mad about it. And also I thought it was funny that they were mad about it because of how stupid it is. Because they're fictional characters.
Yep, I agree.
You know that, right? It's important to me that you know that.
Same. I just put X Scooter because I couldn't think of Professor Xavier's name. I couldn't think of it as a wheelchair. I just wrote X
This
Scooter.
is Charles cruising around on a Vespa. Then a Razor scooter in the house.
I have like 3 things down here that just say X in front of them.
Well,
I was so tired.
I have a couple things to say X in front of them also.
Facts. But yeah, it says X Scooter. And that's it.
My next one was X-Force.
That's my next. Not my next, but that's one too.
Because for one, it was funny as shit. And for 2, it totally faked everybody out.
It really did.
When this movie was being trailered or marketed or whatever you want to call it, every trailer was entirely Deadpool and X-Force. You got to see Terry Crews, you got to see Shatterstar, you got to see Domino, you got to see Zeitgeist, you got to see Sugar Bear, you got to see everybody like in the plane, jumping off the plane, doing their shit, skydiving. And I'm pretty sure they filmed extra scenes of them doing action-y shit.
I think so.
And put them in the trailer. And none of that happened because they all got fucking killed.
Hilarious.
And I thought it was hilarious because it was a good like fake out. Because you were like, oh, hey, this is going to be a superhero team-up movie. Which it kind of turned out to be anyway. Because, him and Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Yukio.
And
Cable. And Fire Fist. Like everybody was walking away at the end like they were, like they were a team.
Or a family.
I'll say it's Fast and Furious reference
Fast
here.
and the family.
Fam and the Furious.
Flast and the flaming.
But yeah, I liked X-Force because for one, it was funny, and for 2, it was just like it pretended to be one thing and gave me something that I also enjoyed anyway.
Facts.
I really liked it.
X-Men cameo.
Mm-hmm.
I just wrote that because I wasn't going to write all the names down.
I did.
It was quick. It was easy. That's what she said. It was great. It was so funny.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Because they mentioned in the first one where he's like, how come I only ever see one of you? I only see
I was so fucking fucking empty.
There's only ever the two of you. What's going on here? It's almost like the studio couldn't afford another X-Man. And then in this one, he's doing the same spiel, like just like, there's no one here,
And the X,
no one's ever around, and it cut to like a different view of the hallway, and there's like 6 X-Men in there, Charles included, and then Beast just closes the door.
Hilarious.
As he's in the scooter, like, it's a lot of old white man on these walls. I brought my rape whistle. Classic. And he's just cruising around in his chair. Hilarious.
Facts.
Yes, X-Men cameo, 100%. My next one, Stan Lee mural.
It was a good time.
It's a good one.
It was a good time.
Always makes me smile to see him in there.
R.I.P. the God.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good time. Almost missed it. And you're like, yeah. I was like, oh.
There's the man.
I only have one more.
Okay. Same.
Hawkeye bird. So fucking good. I forgot why he was saying it. He said something. He was like,
Superpower right now is unbridled cancer. Give me a bow and arrow and I'm basically Hawkeye.
Yes. As much as I love Ronan, you got to take him down a peg. You know? He's a little too damn good with that arrow. I loved it.
He had all kinds in Hawkeye. He had many different kinds of arrows. You know, the other ones, they mostly just exploded or were grappling hooks. Or were like a USB arrow.
Yeah, that was convenient. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just like, yo, that was convenient. Mm-hmm. But also, that was really convenient.
But also, what the fuck was that?
It wasn't even a USB. It was like 6 prongs.
It was like even more unwieldy to plug in. Gotta get it just right.
I love it. Basically, it was just a red, yellow, and white cable.
Yeah, it was an auxiliary cable arrow. God.
Oh, good times.
It really was, honestly. Because that was, the first Avengers movie? Take me back. 10 years ago.
Yeah. It's about that time.
Thrilling times.
Those are all my likes.
Yeah, I have one more. Easter eggs or like references to other things. Essex Institute, Mr. Sinister. On the top of Dopinder's cab said Alpha Flight. That is like the Canadian Avengers.
Oh, okay.
And the ice cream truck that was in the scene where I think right after everybody died, or right before, is called Pryor's Treats. Madeline Pryor is a character from the X-Men comics. And I feel like that had to have been like purposefully put in there because that's just not a name for an ice cream truck.
Same.
Otherwise.
Facts.
And I think there was other stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I was, at that point, I was like, eh. And then more things kept showing up. I was like, I should start writing this shit down.
Yeah, facts.
But that is the end of my likes.
Same.
Okay.
Dislikes, do you have any?
I actually don't.
Of 2.
Okay.
I just wrote, guess who's back? Weasel.
Mm-hmm.
You're still not funny.
I found him less annoying in this one.
I found him more annoying, but he was also a little bit funnier. Because there were a couple times where I laughed.
Yeah, like he was definitely funnier in this one.
But he was still annoying. And I was like, all right. Oh. Then he brought that avocado joke back because it hit so hard the first time.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. I don't know why I'm going so hard on him, but fuck it.
I mean, to be fair, he's not great. He didn't annoy me as much in this one to be a dislike.
Fair.
But I found
there's a lot going on.
Yeah. I found him to be less terrible and actually a little funnier than not at all, almost in the first one.
Well, I laughed at him in the first one and I disliked him, and I laughed at him in this one, I disliked him. Consistency, baby.
There you go.
Second one, a little long.
Yeah?
I know it was only 2 hours, but it seemed longer than that. Maybe because I'm tired. But also, I felt that when I first watched it. So I'm not for sure if I feel that it was just. It wasn't even. I feel like the jokes kind of went on a little too long, but like it was okay because they were funny. The dying scene, which was funny, was a little too long.
Fair.
And I was like, okay, I know. So yeah, it was just. That's it though. That's all. That's my only 2 dislikes.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. Nothing over the top. Slushie Meter. Oh, you go.
I'm going to go 4.5.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
For what it is, it deserves a 4 for what it is, what it's done for the MCU, for itself, for movies like Venom, Venom 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. It was a good time.
Morbius.
Suicide Squad. Hey, even the Bastard Child's got to get, But yeah, wait, what did I say? What did I give it?
A 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Something.
It was cool. It was good. It was good. It was a solid B. Solid B for me.
So what comes next?
Probably marriage, then a baby and a baby carriage.
Oh dear.
I don't know. Is it time to break out the T word?
I mean, I'm not against that.
You got a better idea? Not better. You got a different idea?
Keith, come on. If there was ever a better idea than me watching a Ninja Turtles movie, I don't know if I want to hear it.
As somebody who is wearing Ninja Turtle pants, it's not Keith.
Yes, I am.
So I didn't mean better, but different. I feel like you got something else on your mind.
I'm down for whatever, because I know we talked about doing those, but that's another like long series of movies.
Facts.
So I don't know if you want to do like some one-offs here and there. Maybe
we could do a one-off. Of what? What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a new movie out, the Jeffrey Dahmer movie.
Oh, no thank you. No thank you. That monster will not be getting any airtime on my show.
Facts.
Sorry, it's not my show.
It is you're the talent. It's your show. Slushie Review.
It's a monster.
Featuring Chris Richards. Also,
Keith is the host. I am the co-host.
Come along after.
I am the Al Borland. I am the Al Borland to
and every
Keith's
time
Tim the Toolman
and
Taylor.
He used to get women used to love Al Borland.
Okay, well then I am not Al Borland. Women don't talk to me.
You didn't have to say you're bonier than I thought.
They don't talk to me. Skeleton Man.
I'm trying to think what else we could do.
Well, we could do Speed, the movie.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
We could do... I don't know. I'm just spitballing movies here at this point.
I should go to a list that I have written down.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe if I can find it. Okay, yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Jurassic Park.
Okay. Like continuing.
X-Men, we did. I wrote Transformers. Yeah. Man in Black. Blade. Oh, these are all series. I got halfway down before I realized. I'm not saying I'm tired. You're tired.
I am.
Yeah, the Hulk. We can do the Hulk.
Which one?
Both. I mean, those are just only 2 movies, though. So,
And he's green.
Huh?
And he is green.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice lead in. I don't I don't
I have nothing.
I was trying to think of other like single movies we could do.
I know we had talked about doing Woman King, but I think that might be out of theaters by next week, and I'm not really too pressed about it. Yeah, I thought I had a bigger list. I guess I don't.
I know there's a list magneted to the refrigerator at my house.
I don't want to see that.
But I know there's a lot of like series movies on there.
Yeah, same. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, well,
because I know the Rush Hour movies are on there, and Men in Black movies are on there.
Rush Hour.
I mean, we could just do the first Rush Hour movie.
Listen, Rush Hour was great.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. What's another movie we talked about? I can't think of anything, honestly.
I can't, and I think it might be, maybe it's the pressure of being on the mic.
Nah, not for me. Bro.
See, there it is. I don't. The main thing I can't not think about right now is Muppet Treasure Island for movies, and I know that ain't happening. I'll just watch it on my own.
What's a movie you don't want to watch?
I don't want to watch?
What that?
Joker.
The Joker, yeah. I was telling my fiance, I was like, we should probably watch it. I was like, because he's not gonna watch it. He's not gonna appreciate how dumb it is. It's not a bad movie. If you don't apply it to Gotham, it's a good movie. The fact that you put it in the comic book world, I hated it. Because Bruce Wayne did not need to show up in this movie. Period. Zero of it. Everything else, top notch. I want to give the movie a 5. But because they put it into the comic book realm, by having, if they would just say this is a Joker movie and this is how he turns into the Joker, I'll give it a 5. But because they brought Bruce Wayne into the movie and his dad Thomas Wayne, because they brought those two things into the movie, it made me just be like, this is fucking dumb. Because Bruce Wayne was like 6 and this motherfucker's like 42. You're lying to me. That's not how it should be. And I'm not even talking about comic books, just in general. Joker's not some old man when they become, adversaries. He's also not his fucking brother. It pissed me off so bad. I was like, fuck. But other than that, it's not a bad movie. It's a long watch, though, because I think it's like 3 hours. You have to split it up. Fucking terrible, if you ask me. But I also think you should watch it. Oh, a new Minions movie came out. Speechless again, guys. I'm trying to think what else came out. Nothing really else has come out like that, honestly.
And the last movie that came out that we really, really, really wanted to see was Bullet Train, and it was great.
Oh yeah, facts. It was good.
Yes. We could always tap into an older movie.
Like,
Speed. We could do.
I'm good with Speed. I love
Face Off.
That is like one of my favorite movies, Chris.
Because I know there's other ones that we talked about, like that Con Air that I haven't seen.
It's a great movie too.
We could do
Nicholas Coppola.
There we go. That's 3 right there. We could do that are just like single movies. I'd be down for any of those.
Face Off, or what was the first one?
Speed.
Either one of those two.
Or what was the other one I said?
Oh.
Con Air. Yeah.
Not Con Air, but we could do Speed. I like Con Air, but like,
yeah.
If I had to choose, Speed.
Okay.
And then
Face Off.
Oh yeah. That's tough. Damn it. Probably Speed.
Okay.
Definitely Speed. Dennis Hopper sold it.
Yeah, I think that's what made me want to watch it. Also, when you mentioned that earlier.
Face Off is good. Oh man.
You can do first one, then the other.
That's what she said. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired. So, with our second shortest podcast ever, the first one being Scott Pilgrim, we'll bid you all adieu.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
We're at 59 minutes.
Just because we had nothing bad to say about the movie. About Scott Pilgrim, that is.
Same. Make sure you check us out on everything. Make sure you tune in next week when I don't make podcasts. If I don't edit it. Other than that, that's it. I'm going to pass out on this mic. This has been Keith.
And Chris.
And we'll see you next week. Maybe. I can't find the button.